We are live.
We're live.
Hey, y'all. We decided to come on a minute early since the gang's all here.
If you hear scraping, it's the dogs eating.
That's the dogs. Let's see. Ursi, are you still here?
Was
Ursi
Ursi
is a
here?
friend. She
Hi, Ursi.
was earlier. And
Well, let me just go. Let's go from bottom up. I see Greg. Hi, Greg. Hi, Debbie.
yep,
Hi, Jay. Hi, me.
Scarlett
Hi,
is here.
you. Hi, Scarlett. Wait,
Debbie. Hey, Greg.
there's Ursi. Hi.
Greg, chomp, chomp, chomp. You hear the
Yeah.
dogs chomping?
All right. So, did you spill my beans on anybody's show this week?
No,
Tell them about what I have.
not my story to tell.
Okay. Yeah, I was holding out, but I'll tell it in a minute. Oh, do you hear the burping? That was snoring. I swear.
Yeah, yeah. Likely story, y'all.
Well,
What you drinking?
just like spill
Spill
it.
it, Debbie says. Spill it.
All right. Over the weekend, my husband got sick, and he was sick. And then I tested him, and he was positive for the famous. I don't know how we made it this long. Hasn't coronavirus been COVID? I mean,
About three
COVID.
years.
Yeah. So we both didn't get it for that long. Anyway, so he was really sick, and he's coughing and sneezing. And anyway, I said, I hope I don't get it. He goes, oh, you're gonna get it. And then sure enough, a few
He
days
jinxed
later,
you.
I got it. And um I went to a clinic and got the antivirals. He did too. He got it before me because he was sick before me. And I still have a day and a half left of it. And I'm hoping I don't get a relapse because I heard that can happen. But let me tell you, there were a lot of, you had it the second time you said it was like allergies. This was like, I
Mm-hmm.
got in a car wreck and had every single virus known to man on top of that. I had every cell in my body hurting. I had fever. I couldn't breathe. It was
Cheryl.
horrible. But I mean, I feel like the main every cell hurting part is over. Thank the Lord. Hi, Cheryl. And I think my fever broke, which is good. But I can't always the other day you said how you feel. Like I feel like I'm just normal sick. And then that afternoon I felt crappy again. So it's not out of me yet. But those first 3 days were really bad. I sad, but I don't know, just very sad. How I know how some people ended up in the hospital. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, the
But
first time I had it, it was horrible. The second
yeah,
time, I just thought it was allergies. Like I said before, my daughter in law had it like 6 times, I think. And now she's got long COVID.
so
It's crazy.
he, Tony feels better. He said he feels a lot better. I I mean, he had a really bad cough, which I had just a dry cough. He had a very phlegmy kind of cough, and he's but he feels. I mean, I don't know. He seems like he's recovered.
Okay, Debbie.
All right, Debbie. But anyway, thanks for your
I know my
prayers.
mom is still not feeling well. I mean, she's better. I took her to the store because she needed some stuff. And she said she needed to get out of the house, but she didn't get dressed for a week. For my mom to be on the sofa and not get dressed for a week,
I
that's
I
serious.
I understand. I was gonna come on here in my pajamas, and then I said, "Let me put my pants on," and that's the first time in a week I think I had pants on.
So usually she's only here with a shirt, not a pants. But
I mean, not that I had no pants on and I was in my pants. I was just in pajamas. Oh my gosh.
oh, Greg says he's never had it.
Greg, I didn't have it until this week. So it's
But
this is the thing. I read in our local paper
Hey,
that,
Jamie B.
hi, Jamie B. I heard that the rates are for this new variant are like going up at a rate like 3 times faster than before. And there's like no news of it. Like, they don't tell people, hey, don't be fooled. And, people, I know with the masking, people thought it didn't help. I think it helped. Somebody breathed on us and we got it. So
Either
something's,
that or they touched a buggy at the store and you touched the buggy and then
Tony insists, well, we heard it's really mostly like respiration droplets. So like, but you can't help it. It's almost like if you've ever seen somebody take a
well
vape
they
and then
and if they sneezed on the buggy.
and watch the air circulate, it goes everywhere. Like you can't even help it. It's just from talking or exhaling, or if you cough, or if like there was a whole choral group in a church and they were singing. So when you're singing, you're like exhaling, and all but one person in that group got it. So
The second time I got it is because my kids brought it home.
well, that's another problem. But we only have dogs here. And Tony's son had it a couple times where like we didn't get it. But of course, I don't think like we were 100% around him. I wasn't. Hey Cheryl, is it
Morning,
snowing?
Tony.
I just want to. Hi, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa.
Anyway, so I'm gonna say I don't know if it's like some kind of weird. I was excited to have not had it, and I thought I'm gonna get away with it. I didn't get it for all these years. I mean, the first time we were supposed to get married, coronavirus shut down all the Now, I don't know if I have to say this. I don't know if my eyes went bad since then, but it's like these glasses don't seem to work anymore. Maybe my eyes are bleary or something.
That respiratory infection my mom had, it's left her for a loop because you could tell, like when we went to the store, she's like not sick per se, like contagious or anything, but it's just left her like in a daze, kind of. She's like, I think she's still weak, but she won't admit it.
I felt like the first day that I like when I tested positive, and I tested positive in front of you, in that morning it was like such a fast like boom decline. Like in the morning I felt like I could do laundry, and then all of a sudden I started to feel like I had such aches in my arms, and like I was holding my arms up to try to fix a light bulb, and I was like, oh, I really hurt. And I started to feel I was like, I got mad I was crying about it. Like, why can't I even do this? It's so frustrating. And then I said, I have a weird sinus feeling and I can't see good and my arms hurt. I'm going to take the COVID test. I took it in front of you and I go, oh, it's positive. And I was like,
I tested my mom 3 times. It was negative. So wasn't that. And the doctor tested her for the flu. It wasn't that. Really? He said it was just an upper respiratory.
Did she get the RSV vaccine? Because that's another thing.
She got the flu and pneumonia.
Well, maybe she should get
Yeah, she should. I did.
Everybody over 60 can get it. Get the shot, rather. I mean, the vaccine, I should say. I don't know. Everything is so controversial, but someone was saying, someone was asking me who I told, said, did you get the update or like the new vaccine? And I wanted the new COVID shot because I was getting the flu shot and the RSV. And they said, well, why don't you wait a couple weeks?
Hey, Narton, what are you doing? He's looking for Tony. Tony's outside.
We haven't done anything with the leaves, and I really wanted him to start. This is so funny. I usually want him to start in the backyard.
That man's got COVID, and you made him go outside and rake leaves.
He's not raking it. He's going over it with the lawnmower to mulch them so that they're less annoying to look at. But there's a lot of and everybody on my street dealt with it so far, and I haven't. And when you stand out in the crowd, That's when they give tickets. So
I hear you. I'm just messing with you.
I mean, look, it's not like I want to go out, but you know, they make it like when they prescribe medicine for you, where do you go to get medicine? I mean, I guess some pharmacies will deliver stuff. Hi, Anitra.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Hey, Anitra.
they were saying we prefer if you do the drive-through. There's not a whole lot of drive-through pharmacies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, she was out for a week. I don't know. I wanted to get it all at once and just get it out of the way. Because sometimes I do react to flu shots. It makes me feel tired for a day or something. But anyway. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
feel
had
like
got the flu, the RSV, and the shingles all at one time.
All right, so 2 new people came. I have COVID, and I'm just telling everybody my experience with it.
Well, I'm glad everybody is on the mend.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if I should still get the booster. They say that, like, I was reading that the immunity you have from getting it isn't nearly the same as getting a booster or a vaccine, that it really can go away. So, you know, I think they told me I should still get it. Like, I'll get it if it means nothing.
I think you have to wait 3 months after you've had it to get
Really?
any kind of shot. Yeah.
They didn't tell me that, but all right.
Because that's what they had told me. I had to wait 3 months.
I totally can't see out of these glasses. It's
like
my eyes.
Right.
My eyes.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach, my eyes, and my respiratory.
The lawnmower doesn't have a bag on it.
There is a bag for it.
No, there isn't. There's no place to put it.
You've used it.
The old one had one. This one has nothing.
I believe it does. You're saying there's no place to put it at all?
That's insane.
I know my lawnmower has a bag. He's saying it doesn't. I don't know what to do.
Wait, do what?
He said my new lawnmower doesn't have a bag to mulch the leaves into a bag. But
okay, so can you just like run it over to break them up and mulch them?
Yeah, that's what I think you should do.
It's just that or rake them and put them in a garbage bag. God bless you. God bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, God bless you.
Stop sneezing. Well, I heard at one time that the dogs can get the COVID, and then I told you coordinated.
Right. Well, they have that virus going around that the dogs are getting.
I know. Yeah, it's sad for the dogs.
I know, she's your dog's twin.
Why do I hear da, 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 da. I heard jingle bells just a second ago.
Messed what I had, y'all.
Yeah, maybe I'm hallucinating this music.
Maybe
so
anyway, there's a TV on upstairs. Hey, Purple.
Hi, Purple. I'm saying hi to you. No, there's no TV on. There's no music on, and it sounded like it was. To me, it was. She heard beeping. Yeah, I think that certain beeps sound like jingle bells.
Well, you know, I hear a high pitched noise in my ears every day, all day. So, Sean's got wrestling on, but no Christmas music coming.
Somebody had some notification that sounded like jingle bells to me. That was back in the day. All right, Jade heard it too. I'm not imagining it. I know that Tony can't hear. Like he can't hear the beeper for the microwave because it's in his range of what is it called? The ear ringing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, mine is a very high pitch, constant. And they told me there's nothing they can do about it.
So when you
It's
guys
very
had when you had the COVID, as they said,
Mhm.
how long did it take you to get negative on the test? We have not retested yet.
They told me not to retest
Okay.
because it some people can show up positive for like a month after. Yes, I have it really bad, Debbie. The
I heard somebody who
I
wanted to go back
did, I want to say it was like a week and a half when I tested positive for the first
to
and
go
maybe
away.
a week for the second.
I heard another thing. Because I don't know. I don't think I should do it today. Just gotta go.
All right, Anitra.
Have a good day.
See you later.
Thanks. So anyway, yeah, I have nothing really. The only exciting thing, there's no exciting things that happened this week, except that I got to eat a lot of like, I want to say I had like some deli meat. I don't usually eat sandwiches. I am not hungry and I'm still not losing weight. Tony is still eating every day and he lost like 10 pounds. What is it
But
with men?
he's been so active lately.
Yeah, but I mean, like even with the COVID and he was sitting around, he still lost weight, but a lot of weight. I mean, like his pants are falling off, and
Maybe he needs to go to the doctor.
and I'm gaining weight. I think it's because they told me to drink these like electrolyte. Maybe it has a lot of sodium. Maybe one day I'll just pee it all out. But I'm like, why am I gaining weight? I'm having like hardly any food. I mean, like my big meal yesterday was I took 4 premium crackers and 1 slice of American cheese and broke it into 4 pieces, and I had 4 crackers. And I'm like, I made myself some supper and I ate 3 bites, and it just sat in my chest, and I stopped eating. I haven't been eating a lot of. The only thing that I can taste are ice pops. So that's weird. I find that strange. She loves.
Well, we're happy to oblige, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie. I just they're lucky. They're lucky, but he at this point he looks like he's down at his like lowest weight that I've ever seen him at, and I feel I said you better. I'm like, we always do this. We flip flop. Like I'm big, he's small. Then he gets big and I'm small, and then we keep like exchanging. But we're opposite. At some point, I'd like to be the same as him. I don't want to be bigger than my husband.
I feel like that a lot, Debbie. Of course, I always feel like I'm losing weight, but not around the middle. Wait, I gotta make you laugh. My husband.
Wait. She says full in like no appetite, because I would like that problem.
Are bloated full?
Well, bloated full's no fun.
No, that's not fun.
Wait, go on. What were you saying?
Well, Garrett's elderly aunt, however you want to say it. I was standing by Yvette's door, and she tells Garrett, well, who's that? And he goes, that's my wife. And she says, Lord, last time I saw her, she was like 2 of her. I'm like, I guess that was an offhanded compliment. I don't know.
It was they call it a left hand?
Yeah, something. I don't know. That is so funny.
Oh,
I mean, she
100 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. Sorry. It's one thing when I have a very slow metabolism, and I had been I was approaching 300 pounds, and I took drastic measures to lose weight, and I lost over 100 pounds. I mean, I lost like 150 at some point, and but I gained back around 50. I gained back 50 of it anyway. I'm approaching the point where I might qualify for a Ozempic or something, But yeah, I don't want it. The grass is greener, right? Like you don't want to get to the point where you can't absorb nutrients or you can't eat at all. It was no fun before I had my gallbladder out. I would throw a lot, and that was no fun. But then I had my gallbladder out, and I didn't throw up, and I gained weight.
I put extra chocolate.
Ah, Debbie.
It's fine.
Yes, sometimes we change it.
Can you grab my medicine for me?
Lately, if I have any kind of beans or dairy without if I don't take a lactose pill before I have dairy, I get really sick. She has gastroparesis.
Ain't got no food.
Oh, I have that too, Jay.
But
It's better right now.
She lost 100 pounds from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are so rude when I have lost 90 pounds and nobody said to me that I looked thinner. And finally someone took me aside and she said, "You look like you lost a little weight, did you?" And I'm thinking, I lost 90 pounds. And I'm like,
wow.
I'm like,
that's crazy.
I went from like a pushing a 4X to a size 14 at that point. And I thought that should be noticeable, I'm not saying I was skinny, but.
Right. So you're still doing keto or trying to do keto?
Me?
Debbie?
Oh,
Debbie.
I didn't know which one.
The ones with the pills in it?
They both got pills.
I've been eating a lot of carbs. Because I was eating, I ordered cold cuts in. So when I cook, I haven't been cooking.
Thank you.
130 pounds is fantastic.
Wow. Hey, Jennifer. Look at this. This is so pathetic.
Hi, Jennifer. That's a lot. I dropped my pill case this morning and pills were everywhere. And I located everything but a vitamin D and a multivitamin, which I'm actually happy about because, the prescription drugs I didn't want out. Jennifer, I have COVID. You missed that. You missed the whole story about my whole family having COVID here, except for the dog. I don't know how you can test it.
Don't.
Where's your G?
Say hello. Say hello, Sean.
Hello.
Hello.
Sean says hello.
So did you just go over to mulch them up?
No.
Why not do it?
That's just to make it harder to pick them up. I raked the pile.
I'm worried about the front, that they'll give me a ticket because everybody else cleared up the front.
You know what I'm worried about? The fact that my fingers are cold and I can't breathe. I'm worried about that.
Well, that's a good thing to worry about. I can't believe it's raining. It is cold though. It looks cold out. I don't know what the temperature is. Hi, Jennifer. So he's cold and I'm congested still. So I can't wait for this COVID crap to be over with. I'm counting the days till I don't have to take those antivirals. And they make my mouth taste nasty. That's all I'm gonna say. It hasn't been pleasant.
Right, Jennifer?
Oh fuck!
Yes, she does, Jennifer. That's a shame.
Why? Maybe
we can make her feel bad. Just kidding.
Don't make me feel bad. I wanted him to go over with the lawnmower to grind up the leaves, but he says it's harder to pick up.
That's still hard work if you can't breathe so well. So I just did the math. I'm down 46 pounds.
Wow. I mean, I'm not saying it's twice a you, but that's pretty significant. That's a good.
Yeah. I put some leggings on and I looked like I had a mama ass. The back of my legs, it was so loose and like Garrett. Thanks. Garrett's pants are falling off of him.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm like, look, honey. Like, look,
Tony's
honey, I
getting
got a mama ass with these pants.
Tony's gonna need overalls. Not overalls. Well, maybe overalls. Or like,
Did they give Tony an inhaler?
I have an inhaler if you want it. Do you feel like you need an inhaler?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
No.
He hates medicine.
Garrett too. It's a man thing. Hey, Angela, how are you?
Well, anyway.
Now, I still need one more person for January. I think it's the 19th. I'm gonna have shoot. Now I forgot. Maybe I need more than that. Who do I have? Teresa, you're on the 5th, right? Is it the 5th? I need to find my calendar. Dang. I got Jade and Deborah tomorrow. And then in January, on the 5th, I have Teresa. Well, I need more. I need 3 more people. Yes. So if anybody wants to be on the Deals at the Dawns in January, let me know, please. Please, please, please.
I'm gonna have a halt.
You're gonna have a what? A haul? Oh, I hate cough drops.
I hate.
Oh, it's snowing. Cheryl's got snow.
It's snowing here, Tony said.
Not much.
But it's still at this point, I would say, a heavy flurry. Is there such a thing as a heavy flurry? Light snow. All right.
Jamie, you want to be on Deals at the Dawns?
What are you saying? It's not flurrying. It's legitimate. It's not heavy.
Hardly anything.
Hardly anything. But snow. Nevertheless. Yeah, we're okay. Thank you, Debbie, for saying that. Did Jennifer hear we have COVID here? This is the COVID.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Because she asked you
What she asked me.
why you had that man outside.
Oh, well, that was him. So. He was feeling good for a few days now. He said.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap!
Good is relative. I don't know. You're not 100% better yet?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
He's cranky.
Leave that man alone. Wow, I have a problem. I'm more than. My thing went away on Who's on Deals at the Dawns this week. I think it's Nana Tink and somebody else, and I don't know who it was.
You mean tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I have Jade and Deborah. The next one. I think it's Nana Tink. Oh, maybe that's why I'm looking at the wrong one.
Wow, these things are good. I wish they made a rub-on like they do make rub-on menthol. It's the only thing that clears my head for a second. Is that
because
menthol?
Nana Tink told me she was gonna Oh, I got Cheryl and Nana Tink on the 22nd. And then in January on the 5th, I have Yarn again.
Rub it on.
And nobody else.
Oh, I don't.
Did you get the
Hi, Joyce.
Yes, I do need sellers for January. I got an opening on the 5th and 2 openings for the second show
That's
of the month.
Teresa's excited to be on. That's so nice.
I know. Teresa's always so excited.
That's sweet.
Add people.
I'm still.
So whose name am I putting in here? Okay, Jamie, you want the 5th or the following one, which would be 2 weeks after? The 5th, can you do January 5th? Jade, you can't mess up, honey.
James, it does. You know what? I don't know. Just make sure you have a pad and a pencil, or like tape, or.
Yeah, just get a little piece of paper next to you so you can jot down, but you can always go back later and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all gonna do fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope we have a nice turnout for you guys.
Jennifer said she'll be on.
Oh, did Jennifer like force you on, Jamie? Or are you gonna really be on, Jamie?
Janie said the following one.
Well, I think. Oh, the second one.
Going.
We're going?
I'm going.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay. Let me see which one that is.
Wait, are you coming back like later on
the
tonight?
19th, Jamie.
3 o'clock in the morning.
He is cranky.
No shit. You know, it's like I can't be cranky because he's way more cranky and he feels better now. Oh my god.
That's
It was hard.
funny.
It's hard to live with him. He's cranky anyway. Oh man, he's cranky in hands. Cranky
That's
dot
funny.
0.2.
Why is it not letting me add people? I'm gonna just write it down on a piece of paper for now. Not me? You insane? I think Jennifer should be on with Jamie.
Are you going to be on?
3 o'clock Eastern.
Is Jennifer going to try? Man, he was just really cranky. I don't know why he's so cranky. All right, let me tell you what's the update on the houses. Okay, this week's almost over. Next week, he's getting 2 inspections, and we have an inspection for the house in Pennsylvania. And we can't go there because we just can't. And so on the same day as the house in Pennsylvania is getting inspected, he's having an inspection at his house. And he was supposed to be watching it virtually. And yeah, but Jennifer, he's really not that sick at this point. He was really sick like about a week ago. He started coughing a lot. And then he kept saying, I'm okay. I just have this cough. And then on about, I don't know if it was Friday, he said to me, I'm going to the doctor. And he went to a clinic and they said, we don't take your insurance. So he just like left. And the next day I took him to a place that took our insurance, supposedly. And he went on the antivirals. And in like 2 days, he seemed really much, much better. And And then like 2 days after him, I got sick, and it was really bad for me. I couldn't even, like, honestly, I'm sitting in a reclining chair. I felt so weak I couldn't close the reclining chair with my legs. That's how bad it was. You were saying to me I should camp out upstairs and just be near the bathroom. But I said that I have these dogs I have to let out every minute and a half, right?
I got you, Teresa.
No.
I just wanted to say we usually do, Jamie, about 5 rounds. If it's really slow, no more than 5 for sure. But if it's really doing and y'all want to keep going, we can do that too. Me and my boyfriend have each other.
She said hate, but do you mean hate like all the time or just when you're sick?
I couldn't see it behind the heart.
Yesterday, he was yelling at, he was like cranky with me. And I said, you treat me like I'm a really bad roommate. I don't appreciate it. I apologize. But I didn't say it with that tone of voice. I kind of said it with like a weepy voice. You're treating me like a bad roommate. He's like, I'm sorry. You know, he hid all that when we were just dating. That came.
Really? Teresa said her husband's always grumpy.
Well, what are you going to do? I'm talking about him behind his back. I love him. But when he's like,
I know.
he got mad at me for trying to take care of him. And then he gets, you love me? I love you. I love you.
Yeah. I'm more of an arguer, like my mom. Garrett will just sit there and not say anything, which really pisses me off. My dad used to be like that. My mama would argue by herself, and he would mumble under his breath. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you're going to do fine. Don't anybody be nervous for my show. It's very casual. We just go with the flow. And Dawn from Two Hip Chicks is on there, and she's really easygoing. Girls, we going to muddle through it. We'll be fine.
Yeah. She's very easygoing.
I used to, in the beginning, I was so nervous. And when Johnny was on, I'd get even more nervous.
Me too.
Because, you know, he was my teacher. It was like, ooh.
Yeah, they get
I
mad
know,
when
right,
Carol?
The more you do, the grumpier they get.
And then they get and then they're upset if you don't help them. Is that a lot of people in the chat? Wait,
no, she's talking about like, for the Deals of the Dawn. So if everybody who's here today would come to Deals of the Dawn tomorrow, that's a big bump up.
Grump. What does she write? Grump is their love language. I don't want that for a love language. Oh man. Anyway.
That's right. They like to be babied. They do.
Mine doesn't. I mean, he likes for me to make food for him. He's very food oriented, like the dogs. Hey?
Does Norton want food now, or he wants to go out? Because his daddy left.
He wants to see what he did outside, probably. So I'm gonna have to let him out. But he's already been out about 4 times today. I bet there's no medical reason. Oh, I gotta uncurl my legs.
Right, Jamie?
What would people be interested in? You never know. I mean, they like.
Yeah.
I want to say new things and old things, cheap things and medium price things. Probably not too many.
Not greatly expensive things. Although,
Yeah.
what's her name?
But you
Mia
never know.
sold some really expensive things.
Really? Who?
Was that on my auction or was that on?
Well, if you
Yeah.
have a following of if you're known for something very specifically, like it says nails by Jamie B, like if you have some leftover lots of press on nails or nail polishes or something, you probably
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I
could
would mix
unload.
it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of times I sell glass. Now, if I go on an auction on Two Old Guys Vintage auction, I bring glass because people know that's what they sell, and I do well with that there. Yeah. Well, I have a little notepad next to me, and as I sell it, I write it. But you can always go back in the chat after and take care of that. Not Johnny stars the private chat. I mean or he puts it in the private chat. I'm not sure, something like that. So you can know, but it depends on if I have to mod or somebody's there to mod. Then if I have to mod, I can't do it. There goes the other one. Bella has been so bad lately. Y'all, that little dog that my mom got, oh my God, he's so bad. I think I got a lip, a nose, and an ear piercing for free that I didn't want. He's a hot mess.
What was the last part of that?
I said I went to my mom's and I got a free nose, lip, and ear piercing that I didn't want
Oh.
from Cooper.
Cooper. He's petite.
Well, Jennifer, you really should, because
I had to
hey,
go look.
Angie,
Sorry,
you really
G.
should, Jennifer. I mean, you don't have to show your face, just show your little beautiful hands. I know, right, Greg?
I wanted to see what he did, and I wanted to get the mail because I haven't looked at the mailbox since
Angie said she tells her husband when he's sick, he gets 3 days. After that, he's on his own.
Okay. Well, Jamie, think of it like an online yard sale. That's all I'm gonna say. If you think of it like that, you'll be fine. If you think like you're not gonna get eBay prices, most likely you might.
Jay, you're so funny. Yeah, we will.
Hillbilly hands. Wow. I feel like I have my grandma hand.
Well, I don't know what that looks like, but I have my mom's hands, which are very ugly, so I don't show my hands. Not really.
I don't know what hillbilly hands look like either, but it sounds funny. It was just funny.
Lord.
I'm just happy.
Yeah. But
I look like
I was laughing at Angie's comment when Garrett had his total knee replacement. I'd wake up early in the morning, put him on that big old ass heavy machine, and then let him do that while I got ready for work. Take it off of him, get him to the sofa. Oh my God, that was a lot of work.
What was the machine?
It was, you put his leg in it and it automatically moves his leg, bends it back and forth.
Oh.
And then you had to fill the ice machine, and because this doctor, he put him on that, which helped. And then you had to do an hour twice a day or 3 times a day. And then he had an ice machine. You fill it up with ice water, or what we learned later in life was for the second surgery, you put frozen water bottles in it. And so you keep 4 in there. So you didn't have to we were buying ice like crazy to put in it. So she said you get 4 ice bottles and put in there, and then put the water, and then you have 4 more in the freezer. That way you just switch them out. You don't have to fool with all the ice, which was good in the middle of the night when he needed it. And it filters it has a hose and it filters cold water through the pad. Yeah, you see, Jennifer, Jade's scheduled, Cheryl's scheduled, Jamie's scheduled. So everybody except Jennifer. Yarn scheduled.
That's true. If you just say like, hey, I got this thing that I'd like to offer. It's fantastic. Don't say, I have this really ugly thing. Maybe you want, always say it's beautiful.
It's the best thing you ever had.
This would make your life so fantastic if you owned it.
That's right. You see, Jennifer, Jamie wants you to come on with her. Nice try.
I'm going to tell you, one of the things I bought recently that I really do like, and I know it's like the silliest thing, but it was microfiber cloths that you could wash out and then reuse. But they really are great. I bought them on Amazon. I love them.
I went to, the Dollar Bin store yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's 50 cents today, by the way. So I bought this pack. It was shrink wrapped, so you couldn't really tell. And I'm like, oh, just like, those things. I thought it was Pikachu, and it was, but anyway. Hey, Robin. So I opened it, and it was like, I thought it was fiber, like the microfiber cloths. It had like about 5 or 6 of them in there. Come to find out, it's these cloths that would stick to the, the little duster things for the floor.
Okay. All right.
And that's what it was. I got about 6 of them for $1. So
that's a good deal.
You're right, Angie. Oh my God.
I agree. I mean, I think that that's true.
I even found a drill bit that drills the holes, about real heavy. I got that for $1. That was cool. No, you talking to me, Debbie? I guess you could, but they're like long,
You know what? I want to say something. If you have a mask that you open, let's say I wear masks when I vacuum because dust really makes me congested.
Uh-huh.
When I'm done with the mask, I'll actually dust with the mask. And also coffee filters are good to use for cleaning. I didn't know there's a lot of things you can clean with, but those.
I gotta get them to show you. They're really cool. Talk, Susie, where I'm going.
I'm going to talk. So, has anybody else had COVID and had their eyes go bad? I hope I can see again because I just got these glasses.
Smells good.
Yeah, it's everybody just newspapers on a window. That's not bad. This is the thing about newspapers. Does anybody have newspapers anymore?
We do. We still get one. My husband likes the paper.
Okay. Well, they're good. Like if you put vinegar, if you spray your windows with some vinegar and you use my neighbor used
I do that for my car whenever I wash it.
Thank you, JB.
So look, these are them. So I bought it was like a whole stack. I thought they were like little microfiber towels. And this is what they are.
If I had a whole bunch of them, I probably would change them out and actually throw them in the washing machine. But mine gets so full of dog hair, I don't want to put them in the washing machine.
But so this was cool.
I bought something from Dollar Tree that actually works on dog hair. It was their they have something that can fit into a handle, and it's like a rubber brush and a squeegee side. And the brush side, when I went over the couch, it actually it got the dog hair into a manageable clump that I could pick off. So it did it. If I actually cleaned, I know how now.
There you go, Jamie. What, baby?
Well, I do that too, but honestly, after trying to get Tony's house available, ready for sale, it was like a bunch of I have to say it was like a frat house in there. I mean, not in the way they treated it. It wasn't like, the cupboards were like ripped off, but I forgot to look on the inside of the microwave before the open house. And when they were going to have their inspection, I looked in there and I was like, oh my God. Like they had not cleaned it. They bought it. Hi, Patrick.
How's it going?
I mean, you can't just clean that little glass wheelie thing. You got to take it out and clean the bottom of the microwave too.
Exactly. No, Debbie, it's not a bonnet, but look at the little. I don't know if you could tell what it's got a little harder.
Terry cloth.
Kind of, but it's like there's like bigger. There you go. And then there's the. I don't know. It feels.
Funny? I'm so glad I bought these things for cleaning. I'll buy more if I need to, but they're really good because when you wash them with soap. I mean, not that you don't wash with soap, but if you have like a clean bucket of soap water and you use these things.
Oh yeah.
They said you could wash them. I don't know how many people. I don't know how they really tested. They said they're washable up to 1,200 times, and I'm like, who washed something 1,200 times?
Well, I guess they figured they test them and before they start to get funky.
They're from China. Do you really think they threw them in the washing machine 1,200 times? I'm gonna
those gadgets they have. They just I think use them and throw them away.
If they did it once, like I bought on Amazon a roll of packing paper that said 600 feet. Now it had no indication on the wrapping paper, like on the outer wrap, that it was 600 feet. So I don't know if it was 200 feet, 100 feet, 50 feet. Like I'm not going to unroll it to measure. But it didn't.
No, they're not ShamWows. I told them I bought them at this dollar bin store we had, Patrick, and they was sucked up together in a vacuum pack. So I thought they were like microfiber towels. And when I got home, that's what they were.
All right, she asked what I use these rags for. I was like cleaning. Okay, if something is really, 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 really bad, the first wipe up, like if you spray a degreaser on, let's say, an oven stovetop or a countertop, the first go around, I was using paper towels because it was so bad, I just threw that out. But then I would use this in soapy water. And then
Suzy.
And then I would rinse it. But when you could see all the dirt coming out, and then you could use it. It's like reusable. So you don't have to go through a whole roll of paper towels. But I use these for like washing the bathroom, washing. Yeah.
I always pick them up in the Dollar Tree.
These are, I got them cheaper than $1 on Amazon, but they're great. I love them. I mean, I'm just saying. So one thing I actually thought was worth it lately. She's giving me a 6 Suzy shout out. Thank you.
6 Suzy. Yeah. There's your channel. That's funny. Yeah, because next week we'll be on Suzy's channel. Yeah, I used to like that guy too, Patrick. He kind of yelled when he talked. He was so full of energy. That was funny. Oh, I got to get my thing off the shelf. I have to go pack my one and only eBay sale today.
It's snowing hard.
Oh, it's snowing hard. Lord Jesus. If we got
came in with the snowflakes on him. Now he's wet. Shake it off, Norton. Shake it off. Shake it off. Be Taylor Swift. You know what? It's like we both hate cleaning, but I think his idea of cleaning and my idea of cleaning. I mean, look, I'm glad that if he was really a neat freak, he couldn't be with me. But I'm going to have to hire somebody to help me clean if he's not gonna. And I have a feeling he's not gonna unless I ask him. Mm-hmm. The only thing he does that I don't have to ask him is he unloads the dishwasher. So I'm happy for little things. And he doesn't like the way I load the dishwasher because he does it backwards. So I tell him, you're doing it backwards. Because he'll, not the cups up, but he You're supposed to face all the dirty parts in the middle, and he doesn't. He just goes like in one direction all the way across. So
Well,
I showed him the manual, and he didn't want to like hear it. It's like,
I always said that. Hey, Lisa.
hi, Lisa.
I always said that reselling ruined my house. But, you know, the more I think about it, that's the time I also got sick, because when I couldn't work anymore is when I started reselling. So I guess it's a combination of
the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
I think that happened with me. I mean, when I started, I kept things from my grandma.
Hey, Jessica.
My mom thinking like, oh, if I'm ever in dire need, I'll sell it. And then, you know, as we both found out, like back in the day, stuff was worth more. And now that everybody is reselling, I think since COVID, things aren't worth as much. Some stuff's worth a lot, but you know, a lot of the stuff that I had priced out like 10 years ago is worth a third of the price or a tenth of the price.
Right.
In glass.
Okay, Jennifer, be safe when you ride, especially if it's snowing.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, I can't stand it either, Patrick, but it is what it is. I cleaned off my kitchen counter and I told the kids, I said, if I find one thing on there. So in the middle of the night, I hear Marie chop, chop, chop. She's chopping up an apple. And I could just say to myself, if I wake up in the morning and that apple core is sitting on the counter, I'm going to kill her. But she picked it up. So
there's no killing involved. You take the dirt and you fling it at her head. That's my new thought.
Well, you know, it's my pet peeve, and they do it all the time. They'll take the last Pop-Tart and leave the box. Or they take the last of something in a box and leave it.
In the counter. I mean, in the cupboard, they have an empty cover box.
Yes.
You know what bugs Tony? I'll be eating something. So I'm like, I can't finish it. I'll put like a wrapper on it, throw it in the fridge. And then he pulls out my plate and he said, you saved this? And it was like one bite of pie. And I'm like, well, why not? What if I wanted my pie tomorrow? And he goes, why did you say, I go, I couldn't fit it in. And he goes, you couldn't eat one more bite? I go, no. He's like,
oh my God. It's crazy, Pat.
He thinks
I walked in, I was cleaning out my pantry because I am a little anal about my pantry. Like I have to have all of one things stacked and in a row one way. So I go to get a box of cereal. It was empty. I go to arrange the box of Pop-Tarts. It was empty. And something else I went and got, it was empty. I'm like, damn, can nobody throw an empty box away? What is up with that?
We have to recycle, so you can't just throw it away. So then it sits on the side and just becomes clutter.
Hello.
Hi, Bella. Bella, Bella, Belly. How are you doing?
Oh, now I can't fix my camera. Stop, Belle.
I don't like, because Tony he'll leave stuff like a cabinet door open or a drawer not shut, or even doors not shut, including my front door. But he'll also leave the refrigerator door open. It's like, why? Oh, I'm going to go to my phone.
Stop, Belle.
Let's see who's calling me.
Let's see. Sean Michael. Oh, nobody does nothing in my house. Thomas will help me. So we started doing everybody has to take a turn to cook. So
nice.
Maria cook one night, except she makes the biggest mess when she cooks. And Thomas will help cook. What? I didn't eat anything, Bella. Robin says, answer the damn phone. Stop it. Stop. Ow, Bella.
I don't answer.
That's okay now, guess what? I'll bring this heifer outside. God dang it.
I don't answer my home phone anymore because I started getting just 100 sale pitch calls or people harassing me like, there's this company that keeps saying, I'm trying to arrange for your home healthcare visit. I said, I didn't order a home health. Well, we just do it for free. And I'm like, I'm just going to let strangers come to my house and do some healthcare stuff. Like, I don't need healthcare stuff from people I don't know. And she goes, well, you won't have to pay for it. I go, I don't care, but my insurance company is going to pay for it. And my rates are going to go up and everybody's rates are going up. You know, it's like these poor people who are like half demented. I'll let them in. That's a pet peeve of mine. But I was reading the reviews for the health insurance I do have, and you know, they have these things like if you go to a special clinic that they run, it's supposed to be 100% covered, and they were trying to charge me for it. Right? It's true. Jamie B is 100% correct. I get the same phone call. So, anyway, I'm trying to not like overspend. I mean, but anyway, if I'm going to a place that's supposed to be free and they want to charge me, and then people were saying that they had the same problem with that insurance company, and they said they'll still charge you and you'll have to fight them about it, but you never win. Never win. So if you have Aetna, CVS, healthcare, switch out of it. Get something else. They'll have clinics where they'll say like the clinic is covered, but the doctors in it are not covered. So what's the point? That's the whole point of going. All that too. Well, I've been going on a lot of real estate websites, and somehow I got put on some list that I'm selling my house maybe, but it's not up for sale yet. But like there's people that keep coming and they want to offer me, I don't know, like 200,000 less than it's worth. And I keep telling them I'm not interested in selling at the prices they're offering. But let me tell you, we have a realtor working for us to sell Tony's house. And, you know, he's going to make a lot of money. And I know like he feels like he's working hard. He's making a few phone calls and he stopped by a few times. I mean, yeah, he paid for he paid for photography. Believe me, he's making a good living selling. Making a good living. I would if somebody wants to buy a house and my house and they're willing to give me, like, I'll take even 50,000 less if I don't have to hire a realtor and do any repairs. But I'm not going to take 250 less. The problem is that it's now cold and I can't get my house painted or anything. Let's see. Look at how dark your glasses got. Mine don't get dark at all when I go outside. They get barely.
Well, I have the black because my glasses are black. So that's why it might. Thank you, Jen.
I ordered the
Jessica.
brown, but I thought it would become brown.
What did I miss? They're going to turn quickly back, I hope. Anyway.
Well, mine are not really turning much. I'm going to have to take a good look.
Then she didn't want to pee. She wanted to chase a bird, then listen for the chickens next door. Ugh. It's crazy. Look at how cute. I made these from the lady that runs the booth. Can y'all see them without the...
Is that it looks like a frog with a beard, but it's a Santa outfit.
It's a lizard, a bearded dragon.
Oh, okay, now I get it. It's cute.
And then she wanted this.
I get mail from my dead father who's been dead since 2005 and never lived here. And I'm wondering why. Why am I getting mail from my father? Oh my God, my sister-in-law's father used to get mail for his wife, and he would say, new address, and he put the address of the cemetery. I'm sorry for laughing. He has a very dark sense of humor, but I'm like, so he had his mail forwarded to
There you
to
go.
that.
Right? And then then
I
somebody
go,
must like Morgan. They must like Morgan Wallace. I
who's
mean,
that?
yeah, Wallen. So they
I don't even
wanted,
know.
I have, he's a
Who's
country
that?
singer.
Okay.
Hey, Glenn. He's a country singer. And I got one more of him.
Why did you put so many of him? Did somebody order that?
That's what she wanted. She's got 2
Oh, okay.
granddaughters, and I guess they love him.
Yes, she
Yeah, I
did.
did, Jennifer. Like last night. Oh, that's what I'm saying. If I had that heat press, I could have pressed all of them at one time instead of doing a couple. If you call someone over and over, I get jailed for harassment, but companies can do it for business. Look, I haven't even asked for your services in 20 years. Yes, maybe. Exactly. But legally,
I
if you
agree.
tell them to take your name off their list and do not call again, and they do, and you keep track of it, you report them, and you could possibly get up to, I think it's like $500 per call. You have to
I've told
record the
people to
number they're
stop calling
calling
me.
from, a person.
I told them it's aggravated harassment. However, they started mailing me now instead of calling. Only one company though.
Just do one little corner at a time, Jamie. And so I'll like gather all the purses and do a purse sale, and then gather all the knickknacks.
If you're on Dawn Show, you could show a couple of each thing.
Yeah.
And you could say at the beginning, at the sale, I have purses, craft stuff, jewelry, bric-a-brac. And then say, if anybody's interested in anything, let me know. And then you could try that first. I'm very disorganized.
Oh, I am too. I always talk about time management. I have got to do time management class or something.
That's
What
so
did Greg
funny.
say?
He said back in the 90s, he signed his friend up for bedwetting, herpes, and whatever gross brochures you could sign up. I mean,
Oh, cool. Lisa. Nice. Jennifer says, I'm glad you're
that
doing
is
good
good,
with
Lisa.
my crickety stuff. It's not great, but I put some stuff in the booth, like in my new booth. So we'll see how it goes.
That's good, Jennifer. I used to have a drawer with my listed jewelry, and I could find it back in the day.
God, I remember those Blockbuster days. Oh my
I
God, I forgot to return a video.
I used to get, back in 2004, we got the unlimited, you could take out an unlimited amount of videos, but only at three at a time. And, this sounds like, remember back in the dark ages when it would be snowing, we would walk. We would walk to the Blockbuster store in the snow to get videos. And my mom was sick at the time, so I would let her pick one, and then I'd let my boyfriend pick one, and then I'd like to pick one, but
Right. My favorite was Columbia House. Hey, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Columbia House was the best. You got what? You got like 20 free albums, and then you can, they send you one every month.
You sold your old name tag for Blockbuster for that's fantastic. It was probably going to be used in a movie. I bet.
That's cool. Oh, my Blockbuster merch sells. Wow. Okay. Good to know.
Who knew? I just threw out my I might have my old Blockbuster membership card. Would that sell? I might have thrown it away. Thinking.
I know, right? Those Columbia accounts were the best.
And
then You could always like buy one and then quit. But
They would
I
make you,
kept it.
they had a
I
deal
liked
where you
it.
had to buy a few back when I started up with that.
Right.
But yeah, it was really exciting, wasn't it, for the penny? But then you had to figure out, like, you had to buy the next 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 at full price, depending on the
Mhm.
offer. You took an offer on your glassy baby, good for you.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So who has any tricks on getting better? I'm very tired of feeling sick.
You gotta rest it out, honey.
Ugh.
It's no magic. Oh, I'm gonna be well tomorrow. You just gotta rest.
I need to be well tomorrow. I don't know. I want to feel well by Monday for sure. I'm pretty sure
Right?
it'll go. I hope.
Yes. Always on. You can't get it off. You can't unsubscribe.
Can you imagine?
That's why I always read before I join something now, because a lot of people go, "Oh, they keep billing me and I can't get them to stop." Susie has the big COVID.
COVID.
Jane.
I'm COVID positive.
And her husband has COVID, and he was barely able to talk. And she made him go outside and
That's
mow
not
the lawn.
true. He said he's been feeling better for 3 days.
Y'all heard him, didn't y'all hear him?
I
And
bet
she
he's-
goes, "You gonna take care of those leaves?"
He promised me yesterday that he would do it. Oh, that COVID is the most horrible thing.
Patrick says he recommends whiskey, but he's not a real
Okay.
doctor.
Yeah, I don't think whiskey would help me. He didn't sound
He
like
says
it.
he can portray one on YouTube.
Did he
so take
sound
some-
sick? Because to me, he sounds so much better than he sounds healthy. Maybe he always sounds sick.
His voice kept cracking like you could hardly hear him.
Really?
You didn't hear his voice?
He sounded so sick. Look, he's been sick on and off for a few weeks, but I don't know, he took the antibiotic. I hope he's not getting a rebound.
Right, Jennifer? Alcohol kills germs. So sounds right to me. Definitely.
You know, you remember when you were saying that, like, you recommended alcohol wipes to, go around in the bathroom to not.
Uh-huh.
I read you can't reinfect yourself, but I'm wondering if he can reinfect me and I can reinfect him. That would
Look,
suck.
when my kids had it, before I had it, I left like Clorox cleanups or stuff like that in there. And I'm like, you wipe your way out the bathroom.
Really?
Wipe everything you touched and the doorknob as you go out, and then throw it away in the kitchen or somewhere. But half bottle whiskey and shot or 4 of NyQuil, bam, cured in 3 to 4 business days.
Tony believes in a hot bath, a really, really hot, as hot as you can stand it bath. And
Right.
he would put honey in some tea, and sometimes he would put rum, which I'm not a fan of. And he said he would try to sweat it out in the tub. I'm like, okay. And then he said, I always feel better after it. I'm like, do you really feel better, or are you just drunk?
Jane says adds a little sugar or honey to make it go down easy.
Right.
Bye, Jessica. Have a good day, honey.
Bye, Jessica.
Too funny. Oh, I put this necklace on. It's choking me. I don't like anything tight around my neck.
I don't either.
I don't even know why I put that on.
You tried to doll yourself up for us. That's sweet.
I did. It's too. My neck is so fat. No matter how.
My shirt
skinny I
says
get.
attitude. So anyway, I don't know. Do I have a bad attitude?
You have a bad attitude?
My shirt says bad attitude.
Oh. So I was going. Where was I going? What was I doing? Shit, I'm totally lost now.
I can't see.
Oh, I was going on Teresa's auction, and I told my husband, I said, go He used to, when I worked, he had my nurse's uniform, everything laid out for me in the morning. He put it
Really?
in the dryer so it'd be nice and warm, and he had it on the bed for me. And I'm
Wow.
like, honey, you remember when you used to lay my clothes out? He goes, yeah, I retired from that. So
Yeah, but
I said, can you get me something to wear? I was feeling real bad. I said, can you run and get me some clothes out the utility room and put it? So he goes, yeah, honey. So I was going on Teresa's auction, and he pulls out a t-shirt that says, despite the look of my face, you're still talking. I'm like, I cannot wear that on the auction.
But you know what
Oh,
got me? It's not that he even got you your nurse's uniform. It's that you said he put it in the dryer so it'd be warm. That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
He used to do that for Sean before Sean got dressed in the morning.
Well, that was
Now,
sweet.
John used to go to bed
Yep.
in his uniform and his shoes so he wouldn't have to wake up early to get dressed.
Well, that's very sweet. My husband didn't even want to live with me after we were married. So I don't think
After 40 something year, 42 years, he better be sweet, Jamie.
oh my gosh. Remember the first night he came, the first, we got married Saturday. Saturday night he slept over, but Sunday night he went back to his house and I said, you're not going to live with me? And we're married. It's like I had to shame him into it. And he was like, it's like, yeah.
Tell him that's
I
why you didn't take his name yet.
I should have been living with. Maybe it would have been a better idea for us. If he just went home.
Funny. With his
Oh, man.
overnight bag. He would come
I'm
with
like
his overnight
worried
bag.
about really living with him now because he has like some strange ideas. He thinks green is an appropriate color for like everything.
And orange.
And orange, bright orange. Oh my God, pumpkin orange. You can't tell it's pumpkin. I don't know.
I
What
told you, I had done a bathroom, my kid's bathroom, and it was orange, that bright green, and something else. And it was so cute together, but it was a kid's bathroom.
When I was in grade school, my mother painted my room a kind of a, it was an orangey cantaloupe color. So I had, it was orange and yellow. So it was like orange and yellow colors. Green can be cozy, but when it's like electric lime green, or like a very vivid Granny Smith apple green, it's like I like the color of like sage, maybe like the muted greens,
Jeff.
and maybe burnt orange. Hi, Jeff. Those are good.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up.
Lisa, we're actually going to be
What you make to eat?
like
It's not
buying
good.
a house together and living in the same house.
Found
I'm
them?
scared I want to decorate in a way that I find offensive. And the thing is, he doesn't just give in and say, well, okay. He's like, he'll fight me on it, I feel.
Right.
I was so happy. We were watching one of those HGTV shows and they were saying, well, I went with the blue drawer, and everybody coming in kept saying, oh, what a beautiful blue. And he says, it's not blue, it's green. And I go, it's not green, it's blue. I mean, it has a hint of green. It was a and I was like,
he's probably colorblind.
Thank the Lord for people saying it out loud. I go, it's not, it was definitely a blue with a hint of teal in it. Like, so, because every color has color undertones in it.
Right.
He had no.
I bought something from somebody on Macquarie.
He could totally have.
And UPS sent it back to her, said there was something wrong with my address. Now, I get deliveries from UPS all the time.
Oh.
Now, either it had to be a fill-in delivery driver or something. So they
know what
sent
the
it back
problem
to
with the problem with UPS delivering to post office boxes is that
I had my street address because Macquarie doesn't take PO boxes.
Oh, never mind. Never mind then. I was going to say, I understand, like, when I was sending you Amazon things, they would, they always say, we'll deliver between, like, 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. So, like, if they go to the post office after
with Amazon, I started putting my home address and I
Mhm.
get it like in 2 days. Because if it says it was delivered to my post office for me to pick up, then I won't get it for 1 to 2 days after that. We have like a little podunk post office, so it takes them 2 days to process shit.
Well,
Lisa. Well, thank him for his service.
that's sweet though. Maybe. Wait,
He's proud.
did he put that up or did you put that up?
He did.
Oh, she said he didn't give in about anything. Oh wow. I'm worried. See, like I mean, I don't know. I'm the kind of person that would change it around when he's not around. But if I could lift the things to move. I get what he's very anal about, like if there's like a photo, if there's a, let's say you have a painting over a couch, he feels like it should be dead center of the couch. I agree with that. Like if you only have one thing, it should be centered. But other than about that kind of stuff, and he's very weird about like if you have moldings or trim, it should not be left like dangling, or it has to be perfectly lined up and without a seam, or
Right.
he gets insane about it.
Mm-hmm.
And
The problem here, Jeff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just
The problem here is I don't have a mailbox outside my house because we have a post office box. So if somebody puts my street address, they won't even try to deliver it, or they know me personally. I'm in there all the time, but yet they'll just send it back, which is like pretty pissy. But I mean, the one little mail lady that retired, she, thank God, she was so mean. But we have a new postmaster and he's not local, so I don't know. Oh, cool.
See, my husband was thinking about doing his own business, and I thought, you know, if there's an office room in the house we want to buy, but it's right in the front of the house, and I'm after seeing how he kept his office. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it is a whole different world living with them and just being with them.
I agree.
Jamie
Because
says it's like
I know the way
UPS man comes.
I'll mess up a room. Like if I have a craft room, it should be the room farthest away from any guests in that will ever see. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, up the stairs and down the hall, that's where my craft room should be, because I won't make a mess. But he won't even think twice about making a mess in his office. And even if it's the front room. And that makes me, I mean, like I'm a little concerned.
My craft room is the first thing you see when you walk in through my front door, because it used to be my old kitchen. And unfortunately they haven't put a door yet. So it's the first thing you see, and it's the messiest place in the house. So I was crafting the other day and I'm like, oh shit, I couldn't find nothing. They had scraps of paper everywhere. And so I need time management. Anybody got any hints on time management? Because I can't manage time at all. Do you hear me? At all.
Well, is it really time management? Like I was watching videos that they say organized people won't ever do this. And I want to see, I didn't watch it yet, but I want to see what that is. Like they're like, they won't even buy there's very organized people. But when they talk about this you know, there's like stages of hoarding, and I think I'm at the point where I don't know like what level I'm at. It's probably a lower level. It's not like up by 9, because 9 is like when you can't even open doors and walk in a room. But I think a lot of it is packaging.
Right.
I just have to deal with that.
Well, my creative clutter, Jane, I like that word, creative clutter, is like, it's so bad. I mean, I have like this long table, so I have my Cricut, then I have my sublimation printer, then I have the other printer, and then I have the heat press, my little heat press. And it's like you got to pick up each little thing before you put something else
I
in
agree
it.
with you.
But I have to get the rest of the reselling stuff out of here to make it truly my craft room.
I wish in the house
That's a good
in the
idea.
house we want to buy. We don't have it. We're not going to have a basement if it goes through, but we'll have a 2-car garage and a couple of sheds. So I'm thinking anything that's like mechanical, like lawnmower or maybe even snowblower stuff could go in a shed, and then we can have some, you know, some junk in. Yeah, I'm going to say like the Christmas decorations can go on a shelf in the garage, or
Mhm.
or an attic or something. I don't want
Right.
it be an attic if I'm going to need it once a year. And if we have stuff that we'll never really need, why do we even need to keep it? I have to really examine that thought. You know?
Yeah. But you know,
I'm
Jeff,
getting
my post office told me to put my house address and under apartment put my post office box, just the box number. Well, I did that and something came to my home address and UPS said they couldn't find it because of that and they sent it back. So I took that off. Oh Lord. Me too, Jamie.
20 by 20. That's almost like the footprint of my house. It's so funny.
Well, my new, like when we added on the kitchen living room area, that area is 20 by 45.
That's
And
nice.
yeah, so it's like 20 by 40 because the 45 was the porch. But so it's the whole length of my house and then 20 more over.
My
But
house
now
is
I'm
like
in this little 8 by whatever room.
my house is
This used to be
25.
like a little galley kitchen.
I have a 2-story though, but it's really small, 25 by 25, about, with the leaky porch on the side.
Right. But
Anybody?
then you have the same upstairs.
Yes, we do. We have 2 stories and a basement. The basement is what can either make or break you, because you can put a lot of crap in a basement. I used to have a fairly nice, neat. Before I was reselling, I had a neat first level, a messy upper level, and a messy basement. Now I have everything messy. Everything.
Me too. I'm determined to get everything straight before Christmas.
I'm looking around. I have even the table that I would consider not that messy is still not that neat. You know what I mean? I can't. I have no clue now. And
I
the
hear
thing about
that.
having 2 dogs is even if you clean one week, by next week it's dirty again. I'm gonna need help with cleaning. Hard.
Just do what you can at one time.
Or pay somebody and then have less food. I don't know.
Right? My daughter went and she picked up a few things at the grocery. Like I went and then she picked up a few things. She goes, "Oh, Mama, I'll get some ketchup. We need ketchup." She put it in the basket. She goes in the basket and she bought like a big one. She goes, "That was like $4.69 for a bottle of ketchup." And I'm like, "Well, everything is up, you know."
It's like welcome to the world of
Right.
expensive prices. When did pretzels become $6 and $7 a bag? I don't get that.
I know.
It used to be $1 and $2. And then I sound like a really old lady saying that. But I mean, $6.99 for pretzels. They're flour and salt. I don't know. There's not a lot going on. All right. If I give up diet soda and coffee, I could afford maybe
Oh,
a
nice,
Creamer.
Debbie.
Maybe.
I'm selling maybe 1, 2, 3 things every so many days. I haven't been listing, so it's my fault. And I really need to be listing, but I haven't been thrifting either. I walked in Goodwill and walked right out. And the little thrift store I like to go to is only open on Monday. So if you miss it, then too bad.
The last 10 times I went to a thrift shop, I was giving them stuff. So I feel good about it. And I didn't even look around.
Oh, that's what you spent on food. I went to Sam's and spent almost 400.
Oh, wow.
And then I went again the other day and spent two something.
I went in for
Yeah,
dog
right.
at Costco. It was like $150 for 2 bags of dog food and some dog chew toys.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Well, yeah, we eat it what's on sale too, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I try to
Because
do that too.
They don't often have a
Yeah.
lot of sale. If you go
Well,
into
they get even the Winn-Dixie brand chips are expensive. We went to Aldi's the other day. Oh my God.
how much are
I
Aldi
like to
pretzels?
I like to watch Aldi's reviews on different things they carry. And Marie bought, you know how, I don't know if y'all know, Walmart has those big pizzas that you can bring home and bake. They're really good. Well, okay, Jennifer. We bought two like that from Aldi's. Well, she bought a thin one. Well, that was like a tortilla with toppings on it. The boys ate it. They just rolled it up. Sean rolled his like a crescent roll, and Thomas took two pieces and put them back to back, and and ate them like a sandwich. And the other one I didn't find was that good. So my advice is don't buy the pizza from Aldi's. The chips, the plain chips are okay.
Don't buy frozen dough like the fake Pillsbury biscuits or crescent rolls from Aldi. I don't know. I bought two things of that and they were moldy on the inside.
Uh-huh.
And I know that people were saying like you could return it. It was so far away at the time. It wouldn't have been worth returning.
Well,
but yeah, food
I
is really
think
expensive.
tonight, what I might do is go to this little local store we have and buy 3 loaves of bread dough, and then we're gonna fry them tonight and have fried bread dough. It's so good. Sort of like a beignet, but not. I like to eat mine with syrup and butter. Garrett likes to eat his with powdered sugar and butter.
I'm probably gonna make if I can
Okay,
cook.
Jay.
If I could stand to cook, I'm gonna make something with ground meat because I have a pound of ground hamburger meat. So
No, I usually do make my own bread, but I don't have time today. I have to go to my booth, so it's easier just to buy it. Lord is shortening for what? To make my bread or to fry it? I use oil, like vegetable oil, but when I make my bread, I use shortening. I make like the yeasty schoolhouse rolls. Remember those? Oh, they're so good. I made them for Thanksgiving.
I grew up in New York City. Nothing tasted good at the schoolhouse. Honestly.
Yeah, I do. And I fry it. So what I do is you let it rise and then you cut pieces off and you stretch it and you put it in oil.
It sounds tasty, but I would never make that.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's something we used, like growing up, my mom did that on Sunday evenings with some hot cocoa or whatever. We had a bakery down the street from us, like on the next corner. So you can always smell the fresh bread baking. So,
My mother was the worst cook.
My recipe has dry milk in it. But yeah, so we had like hot cocoa and either French bread and butter, or we had the fried dough.
I never had fried bread dough the way you're describing it, but I have had zeppelis, and that's basically fried pizza crust
Hmm.
with powdered sugar. And I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't had it a lot, but I've had it a few times. It's, you know, like at a fair, they'll have it. Like if a church
Yeah.
is having like a festival, they'll sell that.
Hmm. Yeah. That building is still there. It was so cool because I remember going in, we'd go in as kids and get candy, like penny candies or whatever. And the lady that worked in there was so mean. Like she hated us to go in there. She would shoo us out. So yeah, my bread dough, most doughs that you make, a lot of them have dry milk in them. Like if you make any in the bread in a bread machine, they all have dry milk. But I make this one. I need it in the KitchenAid, and it comes out wonderful. I broke my KitchenAid from it because it kind of causes it to shake. So I took my KitchenAid apart and I fixed the screw, and I put it all back together, and then it did it again. So now I put Loctite on it, so it's been holding. But I have to kind of hit it a couple times for it to work.
I packed my KitchenAid up, and I wanted to use it the other day, and then I was like, oh well.
Uh-huh.
It's like in my head I'm moving, so I don't know. I made chicken soup on Saturday. That was the last time I cooked. That's quite a while ago, actually.
Yeah. My KitchenAid is pretty old. It's a professional one. It's called a professional. It's like a 6-quart. I love it. And I don't know how long it's got left to live, but like I said, now I plug it in, I turn it on, and it won't come on. So I got to tap it a couple times, and then it comes on. So it better not stop.
There's probably videos on it too, how to fix it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I took it apart. I took it apart and fixed it. What's the matter, my baby?
I couldn't believe that there was on the marketplace, someone was selling their KitchenAid and 2 attachments that were brand new, and one was the pasta one, and one was the grinder, and she wanted $30, and I was so tempted, thinking that's a fantastic deal.
Wow!
Because I know I paid
and it worked.
It was, yeah. She said I used it twice, but since she only used it twice, she wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I bet
mine is about that old too.
Dancing on the way home.
I just be careful, Cheryl.
Yes, be careful, Cheryl.
You have a great day too. She hates the snow. You can always move down south.
Yeah, I'm moving into the snow.
What's that, Precious? Precious, what do you have in your hair? There we go. You want to tell everybody hello? Huh? You want to tell everybody hello?
Precious looks like a mad scientist.
I know. She looks like a poor scraggly dog. She's way overdue.
She's got high hair.
Mm. And it's just these little eyebrow things.
You gotta put a Santa hat on her looking like this because she got like a Santa beard. And
I know. And she's getting old. She's getting gray. And the hair long on her ears, so her ears don't poke out like an Ewok, so nobody can laugh at her. Oh, baby.
Be Santa.
Oh, baby. This is what she wants.
Well, who doesn't want that?
I know, right? You hear me, Suzy?
Roxy likes that. Roxy likes getting petted on the belly. Where are my dogs?
That's a good idea. That's a good analogy there, Debbie. The higher the hair, the closer to God.
That's what they used to say. Started in Texas.
Are you content, dear?
She's happy.
My arm is not, on the other hand.
You need a pillow to prop her up, so it's not just on your arm.
Look, she's looking.
Hi, you precious. Precious. Who's your precious? Where's my
But that's
precious?
how my poodle is. She just climbs on your lap like she's 5 pounds.
Annie Doe, you gotta come and see me?
Mm-mm.
It's nice to have a 75-pound baby. Noran's between 75 and 80. I don't even know. He's big.
Oh, you got to get down, girl.
I can't breathe with my nose. I'm completely congested. So what are you doing today after this?
I'm going to the booth.
Okay.
I'm going to bring these little wooden ornaments I made.
Cute.
Because I was going to keep them for the auction and bring them, but I think I'm going to bring them and just find crap in my house to do the auction. And I put the little charms on them. But I haven't tagged them yet, so I need to do that. Because I'm not smart enough to tag them before I go to the shop, to the booth.
How much were you going to sell for?
5.
Just what?
5.
All right, good. I have a question.
It's on the low side, but
Tony found a box of ornaments in his basement, and they smell mildewy, or the box smells mildewy. Some of the ones that were like glass don't have a smell. I can barely smell anyway, but I can this mildew is breaking.
spray it with vodka.
It's breaking through the congestion, that mildew smell. I hate it.
Spray it with vodka. If it's cloth.
Okay.
Cheap
I
vodka.
hope I might have orange scented vodka.
Oh,
I don't know.
Greg. He said every house that he finds that he can afford sells immediately.
Oh, that's
Then
right.
You better do it fast, Greg.
Do
You
wanna
like
move to New
Suzy. Watch
Jersey?
it multiple times a day.
Look. That, the realtor actually told me if the house is priced right, they're going like in 48 hours. So
Wow.
you have to take a look like twice a day to see what's new in your area. If you want to stay in your area,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you have to do.
So if you move out of state, you're going to bring your mom with you, right?
Where are you moving, Greg? Do you mind telling?
I think the landlord is selling, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but where
it.
do you want to end up? Where is he moving? Is what I asked.
I know he wants to move to Florida, but he's got his mom.
So where is he moving to?
Can you not bring your mom with you to Florida?
He lives in Ohio, right? Myrtle Beach?
Myrtle
It says,
Beach.
where in Ohio?
Debbie wants him to move close to her.
Are you in the western part of Ohio, the middle part of Ohio, or eastern part of Ohio? I'm moving 3.5 hours closer to Ohio.
Okay, so he said he was going to stay around there, but no reason to.
I always say, if you have a choice, Mom said she would move to Florida. I just can't live with her. And she's a chain smoker. Okay, never mind. You're on the east side of Ohio? So I'm going to be in central PA, near the mountains and the valleys.
Oh, okay. So I thought you and your mom lived together now that you were taking care of, but she lives in her own house. Said he's near Akron, Canton. Oh, Jamie, Suzy's thing is when you hear, just put a 1 in the chat.
No, she was saying chain set.
Oh, Greg, you're right down the road from Jade.
Oh, you should have a meetup.
Jade's here.
Yeah, you're here. Put a 1 in the chat. 14 people.
As Johnny would say, our numbers are dropping.
I feel exhausted. I mean, it's hard for me to talk and breathe with the same device.
Oh, okay.
I have to breathe and talk with my mouth.
Look, everybody's putting ones. Debbie usually puts a 1 when she comes in.
Got to put a 1 in the chat. And then please like and subscribe, right?
That's right. That's right. And then subscribe to Suzy.
And make comments because it helps our numbers.
That's right. I always, Debbie put 69. Go figure.
That's a
Oh,
Scarlet.
my goodness. I know. Where's Scarlett? She made a comment in the earlier. Okay, he rents the other side of his duplex for reselling. I wish I had somewhere close for my stuff. The place I'm in now, it's about 10, 15 minutes away from here. So I have to go there first. Purple says she's here. I have to go there first, mail my package, and backtrack to Sorrento to my booth. So, 11, 12. Everybody's leaving.
Because we said put a 1 in the chat, and they're like, I'm out. I don't want to type.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play.
No, but you guys are boring. You're not
Bro,
talking about
I'm
COVID.
over my 400.
I don't want to. I want to hear more about COVID. I know.
South of Salem is where Deadhead's at. Jade.
Oh,
That's cool.
Ankle. Oh, my ankle.
Your ankle. What you did to your ankle?
I'm sitting cross-legged on the chair like a dumbass. I can call myself that. If somebody else calls me that, I'll be pissed.
Well, my husband has been calling me Karen. He thinks it's funny.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he does.
And he called his sister Karen. And
Oh,
he
so
called
he's-
the little girl. He called the little girl Karen, and she goes, "I'm not Karen. I'm KK."
He's on a Karen.
Oh. So I called him
All right.
Felicia.
Bye-bye, Felicia. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can. Because I got to
Okay.
get on the road. Thank you guys so much for coming. Don't forget, Deals of the Dawns tomorrow. So I
Next
have
week's
Jules by
my
Deborah
channel.
and Deadhead Jade is going to be going to be my guests, and Dawn from Two Hip Chicks. And don't forget, Dawn and Mary go live with their Chick Chat at 12 Eastern. So did I forget anything? Sub to Suzy. It's in her doghouse next week. So click on the thing and get the little link. I'll try to make Suzy's link early. I'm really bad about making the links, the thumbnails and stuff. Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, neighbors. That's cool.
That is
Glenn
cool.
and I are kind of neighbors. So, all right, guys. Toodaloo. We
Take
checking
care. Have a
out.
great.
Suzy needs to rest.
Bye.
Bye. See y'all tomorrow.